Okay, so in this video we're going to be discussing about the nipple. So the main thing is that around the age of 11 to 12, both male and female are going to have similar breast tissues. There is a phase called the telarchy phase, which is 1 year before the menarche, in which the breast is going to start the development in the females. So how does nipple projection actually occurs? It is going to be because of the elongation of major milk duct. If this is going to be absent, it's going to lead to nipple inversion where there's no elongation of the duct. So it's going to be presented as this is basically the inverted nipple. So it's going to be inverted in the inside. Why? Because there's no elongation of the major nipple duct. Whereas the retraction is this is basically your erect nipple. This is going to be the flat one, and this is the retracted nipple. The retracted nipple is why? Because there's going to be fibrosis around the major milk duct, and it could be also inside the duct as well. So the nipple inversion is not indicating toward carcinoma. So whenever you're going to be seeing inversion, it does not mean that it's going to have any sort of cancer. But for nipple retraction, there is high chance there could be any malignancy associated with it. So there are two types of retraction, either slit-like retraction or there's going to be circumferential as well. The slit-like is also called as fish mouth retraction. ये दिखती है हमें किसमें? It is seen as the periductal mastitis, which is the infection or inflammation around the duct. Whereas the circumferential retraction would be seen around in the carcinoma. Okay, so the treatment for the retraction and inversion is going to be, for inversion it is going to be simply you will be pulling out. There's going to be gentle pulling, and surgical correction is done by division of milk duct or loss of nipple sensation as well. So mainly it's going to be gentle pulling, or probably surgical correction could be done, and there could be also mechanical suction devices which can be used for the inversion. Gentle pulling, I'm just going to say gentle pulling. It could be surgical correction, or it could be the mechanical pulling as well. Now we're going to be talking about the cracked nipple. So cracked nipple basically occurs during the time of feeding. So it is going to initially start as a small blister. So सबसे पहले small blister बनता है. उसके बाद what happens is it is going to rupture. After rupturing, it's going to lead to ulcer, and then eventually a cracked nipple is seen. If nipple has cracked during the lactation, it has to be rested. So if it is going to occur during lactation, there is going to be rest of 48 hours, and then nipple is gently warmed. First of all, there's going to be rest for 48 hours, and then the breast has to be emptied to the pump. The lactational mother hai 48 hours ke liye she's not going to feed. She's also going to empty her breast by using a pump. And then also the breast has to be washed with warm saline water, and then topically antimicrobial medication लगानी चाहिए, which is the mupirocin. Wait, let me just write it again. Mupirocin, yes. Okay, now we're going to be talking about the discharge from the surface. तो हमारे पास discharge होते हैं breast से दो तरह के, either surface से होता है या फिर हमारे पास होता है from the duct. अब duct could be single duct या फिर multiple duct, which we will discuss later. But अगर surface से होता है तो हमारे पास दो चीज़ें आ जाती हैं. It is going to be eczema और it is going to be Paget disease. ठीक है. अब eczema में क्या होता है कि it is generally the rashes, and जो breast के ऊपर ना बहुत rashes type बन जाते हैं. ठीक है. इसको ट्रीट किया जाता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड्स. सो कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड्स में 0.1% ऑफ बीटा मेथासोन कैन बी यूज्ड. ठीक है. फॉर द पैगेट डिजीज़ व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि इसकी अंडरलाइंग डिस्टल कार्सिनोमा इन सिटू होता है. ठीक है. Now, it can become invasive, and it can also metastasize to the axillary lymph nodes. So how can we treat it? It is basically mainly treated by, agar for example it is not associated with malignancy, either it is going to be associated with malignancy or it is going to be not associated with malignancy, the Paget disease. If it is going to be not associated with malignancy, तो आप क्या करते हैं, central core excision करते हैं. In central core excision, what is being done is that there's going to be removal of the cone. There's going to be removal of कोन ऑफ मेजर मिल्क डक्ट, साथ में निपल भी रिमूव होता है, एरियोला भी रिमूव होता है, डाउन till pectoralis. So areola is being removed and down till pectoralis major muscle. Okay, and then it is followed by radiotherapy. So if malignancy is not present, you'll be going through central core excision, जिसमें cone of major milk duct remove होती है, nipple is being removed, and areola till pectoralis major, and then radiotherapy is done. But if malignancy is present, then simply mastectomy is being done, which we will discuss later on. Then there's also going to be about the discharge. So अभी हमने डिस्चार्ज की बात की थी, सरफेस से होगा तो एक्जिमा होगा और पैगेट डिजीज़ होगा. अब डिस्चार्ज अगर डक्ट से हो रहा है तो इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी फ्रॉम सिंगल डक्ट या मोर देन वन डक्ट. अगर सिंगल डक्ट से हो रहा है, इट इज़ फर्दर डिवाइडेड इनटू ईदर इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी ब्लड स्टेन्ड और इट इज़ ईदर गोइंग टू बी सेरस. अब ब्लड स्टेन में देयर इज़ गोइंग टू बी इंट्राडक्टल पेपिलोमा, कार्सिनोमा और एक्टेजिया. अब कार्सिनोमा और एक्टेजिया कैन ऑल्सो बी सेरस. यहाँ पे फाइब्रोएडिनोसिस भी हो सकती है, विच इज़ ऑल्सो डक्टल हाइपरप्लेजिया. और यहाँ पे हमने पीछे क्या बात की थी, डक्टल पेपिलोमा. सो मेनली डक्टल हाइपरप्लेजिया इज़ द वन जो हम थोड़ा ऐड कर सकते हैं टू सेरस वन. मोर देन वन डक्ट की बात हो रही है, अगेन इफ़ इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी ब्लड स्टेन अंडरलाइंग कार्सिनोमा और डक्टल एक्टेजिया हो सकता है. ब्लैक ग्रीन मडी होगा, दैट इज़ डक्टल एक्टेजिया. दिस इज़ एन MCQ पॉइंट. एंड पुरुलेंट होगा, दैट इज़ गोइंग टू बी इंडिकेटिंग टुवर्ड पेरीडक्टल मास्टाइटिस. For milk, either it is going to be because of lactation, galactorrhea हो सकता है, hypothyroidism. hypothyroidism में क्यों होता है? Because अगर for example thyroid hormones कम होंगे तो TRH के level increase होंगे. When TRH actually increases, it increases both TSH and prolactin. Prolactin is going to increase the milk production. That is why it is also present on the hypothyroidism. और surface में हमने बात करी थी Paget disease, skin diseases में eczema, also psoriasis has been added, and Chancre, which is a rare disease. So these are all the discharges that you need to know. For the management purposes, what is being done कि to exclude carcinoma, because अभी mostly देखो blood stain वगैरह में carcinoma indications हैं हमारे पास, even in the serous one में. So first of all, triple examination is done to exclude any side of sort of malignancy. Then ultrasonography is done. Then there's also ductoscopy, which is done. For non-bloody discharges, simple reassurance is given to the patient. So non-bloody one, you simply give the reassurance to patient that it is not malignant. But again, for that you have to do triple examination, ultrasonography and ductoscopy. And what happens is, for example, if the discharge is quite excessive and it leads to like profuse sweating of the clothes and causes like various social embarrassments, what is being done that 1.5 to 2 centimeter of length of affected major milk duct is removed, which is called as microdocectomy. You can take a screenshot of it, microdocectomy, in which 1.5 to 2 centimeter of the affected milk duct is removed. Then for the blood discharge, अगर ब्लड डिस्चार्ज आ रहा है फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, तो हम उसके ट्रीटमेंट को दो में डिवाइड कर देते हैं, बिलो 40 एंड अबव 40 ईयर्स. बिलो 40 हैं तो ट्रिपल एग्जामिनेशन किया जाता है. अबव एंड देन देयर इज़ गोइंग टू बी एनुअल इमेजिंग विच इज़ गोइंग टू बी अल्ट्रासोनोग्राफी. अबव 40 ईयर्स की हो जाएंगे तो उसमें माइक्रोडोकेक्टमी इज़ डन. Then there are going to be other milk also conditions regarding nipple, that is going to be amasia. Amasia is absence of nipple, which is also seen in the disease of Poland. Sorry, spelling is wrong. Poland's syndrome. Poland syndrome is when there is also absence of the sternal portion of the pectoralis major. Sternal के करीब जो portion होता है उनका pectoralis major का, that's actually absent. So in amasia, what you do is that there's going to be reconstruction with latissimus dorsi muscle. Okay, and then silicone implant can also be used alongside with that. For polymasia, what is done कि उसमें आपके पास from the axillary region to groin region, breast can be found anywhere apart from the normal breast. It could be majorly वो axillary region में मिलते हैं, but can be found in groin, thighs and hips. Then the last condition that we have to discuss is called as macromestia, which is when the breasts are actually in disproportion to its normal body structure. So they're really, really large. So for that, reduction mammoplasty is done. Reduction mammoplasty is done. And the reason behind macromastia would be either excessive endogenous or exogenous hormones. Second, it could be because of increased sensitivity toward hormones as well. So this could be another reason, could be the increased sensitivity toward hormones leading to macromastia, for which reduction mammoplasty is done. Or either there is another procedure which is subcutaneous mastectomy along with breast reconstruction. So this is going to be subcutaneous mastectomy, removal of some breast tissue, and then reconstruction surgery, but mainly reduction mammoplasty is done for that. So yeah, that's it for this video.